The World Series of Darts Finals, Day 1. Who's number one? The Rockstar and Big Vincent have words after their match, but about what? She's good, ain't she? The Queen of the Palace. How would she fare against the King of Canada? Why was Christoph all fired up against Mincer? And who do you like here? The dancing of Dimitri or the dynamite of Duzza? Can you say Spectators today on High Roller Radio? Yes, opening night in Salzburg, Austria, the World Series Finals. Day 1, chock full of exciting matchups. 8 of them, including Glenn Durant, tops in the Premier League, versus Dimitri Vandenberg, the world match play champion. Back on the Aki tonight in front of a crowd, Duzza tweeted, having a Netflix and chill kind of day, I guess. Canadian Jeff Smith, meantime, a tad busier. All checked into the hotel, he said. Back on stage in front of a live crowd again. Tough game with Fallon, but it should be a great one. Indeed, the silence are up against Fallon Sherrick. All of Canada cheering for Jet Leg, not Jet Lag. Jeff Jet Lag Smith, sounds good, said M. Austin, to which the darts ref replied, I actually quite like that. And you know what? I was feeling it too, so I made this meme all in good fun. It is a long flight across that pond. Now, Smith saw the meme and responded, this is actually what I looked like last week, he said, which might explain his rough go at the Autumn Series. All right, there you see the backdrop. The B-Win World Series Darts Finals, and we start with Darius, Labinoskis, and Harry Ward, the first two introed this evening. Big H won the first leg, but it was all Lucky D from there. The Lithuanian went on a run, thanks in large part to this beautiful Shanghai on 20s, climbed the ladder very nicely. The 120 made it 3-1. He pushed that lead to 4-1. Now Ward was trying, but just a few days after announcing he is leaving the game, that he's retiring, he was never really in this one. Did get the fans off their feet a few times. Proper darts, ain't it, with the fans? Get those 180 signs out and display them proudly. Yelps from the Austrian Alps, tweeted M. Austin. I think he likes the atmosphere as well. The fans are the 12th man, as they say. And yes, I agree with that, Liam Martin. They certainly can be. They were no help to Big H, though. Lucky D wins it and held his patented pose as he did, make the final 6-2. Afterwards, you gotta love it. Labinoskis replied to one of our tweets. Looks like this, he said. Signature. Lucky D is off to the races in Salzburg. Absolutely love the entrances this weekend. Ian White, how about this? Out of the bright lights and up that big, beautiful stairway to heaven and seemingly ready to play. He was enjoying the hometown faithful, peering out into the crowd as he led things 3-1. Still had daylight at 4-2, but that's when this guy turned up the heat, fired in this maximum to enjoy the fans even more. They were loving it. Seeing a crowd at the darts, said Barry Grimden, is like watching an old match on YouTube. This is not very 2020 at all. This is, though, the Aussie hitting doubles, pinned tops for 4-all, gave it some, and then wow, after falling behind a break again at 5-4, we got this when he squared it up again to force a decider. Blurry screenshot, but you get the point. He was stoked. The Diamond, not so much. Backstage, parched lips. Can you say angst? Because Hayda would close it out the very next leg for the 6-5 comeback victory. The guy is one tough out. He's on a roll. Love this observation from Federico May. Ian White would have won this match if they didn't start broadcasting it on TV halfway through, he said. Fans in the UK not happy they had to wait for the darts. The broadcast postponed an hour because of Tour de France highlights. Cycling ahead of darts? I think not. Our third fixture pitted Cody Harris against Dave Chisnell. We pick it up tied at 2. The New Zealander was taking full advantage of less than stellar stuff from the man in yellow. This double four secured a break for the lead at 3-2. Then, after holding, he broke again. Tops good for the stranglehold. Mark it down as an upset. The Kiwi wins 6-2, taking his chances Cody Harris. Every rock star needs fans, right? Joe Cullen must have been having so much fun on this walk-on. We even got the wave. Some acknowledgement for those on hand. A rock star and fans. It only makes sense. At the Aki, though, completely different story. Vincent Vandervort was the comfortable one. Call it a walk in the park, a breeze. This double 16 for 5-0, and Powder Blue powers on the whitewash. Now, the two had words afterwards, not sure what that was about. Something to do with the height of the board, I think. Regardless, it was a blowout. All right, time for Jeff Smith, the Canadian, in tough against the Queen of the Palace, Fallon Sherrick. The Duchess of Doubles takes to the Aki, said at the Hammer Wheels. Now, this is a match I've been super excited about, tweeted the Devonator. Two of his favorites in action. Great start for Sherrick, too. Fired in a 12-darter, a hold for 1-1, a 180 included. Then she broke for first blood, a break she consolidated on the 48 checkout. No mistake on double 16. Then she broke again for 4-1 at the interval. She is good. No, she is bloody awesome, replied Songbird, and I do agree. Off the charts awesome. Really hope she gets a tour card, said the FDI Index, and no doubt she will do just fine against her male counterparts. Now, she actually went ahead by 4 at 5-1, but not so fast. The silencer started playing quicker, upped his pace, upped his shot making too, and Fallon started to miss. And can you believe it? Crazy from the Canuck. Put together 5 on the spin to win, a 6-5 thriller. I did not see that coming at all. Great comeback from Jeff, said Richard Asson. Held his nerve. Gotta love this from Anthony Eugenia. His daughter in the USA was cheering on Fallon. Can't wait to see you next summer, he said. Hashtag the garden. That young lady's name is Carrie, by the way, and perhaps, you never know, one day we'll see her up there on that big stage playing some world-class stuff, just like Fallon Sherrick. Menser Sulovich came out of the gates gangbusters against Krzysztof Ratajski, leading 3-1 thanks to winning legs of 14, 12, and 11 darts, averaging 115 through 4. The Polish Eagle, though, wasn't playing bad either, and walked off stage only trailing by 1 thanks to a couple of monster checkouts, a 141 to go along with his 144 earlier, down 3-2, but does he look worried? No, he doesn't. Why? Because, again, he was lighting it up, followed a 177 by pinning double 6, a break for 3 each, and he wasn't done there, just kept motoring along. Kirk Bevins belting out his 4th game shot in a row here. Double 16 good, and you can make that 5 in a row. 6-3 the final, and perhaps the best screenshot of the day, the delayed give it some from Krzysztof. Polish power, baby. Love it. A view from the rafters for our penultimate showdown. Dimitri Vandenberg facing Glenn Durant. We pick it up, leg 5. Both struggling on the outer ring. Both just 2 for 10. 88 playing 85 on the averages. The Belgian would hold in that 5th leg. Double 10. They were on serve at the interval. The problem for Dimitri, Durant is playing with a ton of confidence. He took the next 3 for 5-3, upped his game, and then closed it out with 4 straight to get through the gate. Vandenberg applauds the effort. Duzza's number 1 fan, Charlie Gray, had just the one word for it. Boom. Steve Beaton producing all kinds of stuff like this en route to a 9th leg break to put him within 1 of the victory, and he was throwing for it and sitting on 32. But no, Simon says, wait a minute, absolutely clutch on the 108, saves the day and forces a last leg. Problem? Just couldn't hold on. The Bronzed Adonis broke right back for the victory, 6-5 the final. And that's a wrap, folks. Day 1 in Austria in the books. We've got plenty more tomorrow. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. Until then, loving the darts and the fans today on High Roller Radio.